Hello, my name is Daniel Grier. I'm a fashion designer, I guess with stylist tendencies, but most people know me for designing with my brand Splash by DKG. I founded Splash by DKG about 7 years ago, doing my own prints, a lot of which you see here, and I like painted my hat. So I have moved into custom garments, and so yeah, I've been doing that for almost 7 years. And so I contribute that to the creative space as well as I fashion show produce. So I founded Magic City Fashion Week about 3 years ago, um, mainly because artists in Birmingham that were minorities or African Americans didn't have that opportunity to present on a grand stage. Much like myself, I wasn't able to have that opportunity to do that in my hometown other than doing it for myself through Magic City Fashion Week. So that's been an amazing thing. We've had a lot of success with that. A lot of people have launched businesses and collaborations and all that kind of good stuff. Have I encountered a creative copyist? It was funny because I didn't feel like I really knew what that meant when this was first tasked to me. But yes, and it's been like, it's something that you're definitely going to encounter during your journey. People see that you're doing something. I think we make things look so cool, so glamorous. We inspire people to go out and do things, but when it becomes like blatant, like if you see this exact same dress with their name on it, the same colors, all of that kind of stuff, it kind of is really annoying, and it can deter you from really living up to your potential if you get too in your head about it, which is something that I have experienced in my career. It's crazy because people have not only tried to emulate the tie-dye techniques or the painting or in things like that that I know and that just blatantly do it in your face, but I've had different people that I know have named their businesses after yours, and it's just like if mine is splashed by DKG and you're just splashed by whatever, then there was no original thought into that. And we're all inspired by each other and by things that we've seen and experienced. But when you take that and just blatantly copy it without putting your stamp on it, your originality, that is really annoying to the artist and to the person who you never know what they were going through when they was creating whatever it is. I mean, I just know from personal experience, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears goes into things like that, and you're kind of hurt when someone does things like that. So I always want to see what I do, like I said, inspire somebody, motivate them to do what they feel called or purpose to do, but just definitely have your own way of doing it. And the way that you develop your own way of doing it is by doing it your way. You take something you're inspired, like I took tie-dye. I never created that, would never take the credit for creating it. But what I have done was take that technique and made it what it looks like when I do it. And people are able to recognize, oh, that's Splash by DKG because it has its own flair to how it's done. That's a part of the journey, is to figure out how you do things um, yourself. What was my way of coming out of it? When it's like fashion shows and things like that that I've really poured my heart into and stuff like that, you kind of just, sometimes it's made me laugh to attend and just kind of see how it was done. How inspired by me did you become? Um, but again, it's gonna happen. It's so annoying though. And I remember times earlier on in my journey where it really got to me to where I was, it just can stifle your creativity and make you not even want to put anything out because you're like, everything I do, people are copying it. And much like before I even developed a business, my style of dress and the way I present myself is obviously inspiring to a lot of people. And they would try to emulate it. And if I wear my hat and the next day I'm seeing all these people with hats on all of a sudden and things like that, is kind of annoying. But you have to remember that a designer is a trendsetter. A designer is someone who is trailblazing. So you have to get it in your head that it's gonna happen, and you're gonna experience situations that could be like really cutthroat, that's really like messed up. But these things really will push you forward and push you to greater, to better, to inspire you to more if you channel it in the appropriate way. But like I said, originality is always key. Originality is going to stand out. Originality is what people invest in. That's what their eyes are drawn to. People know when they see something that's a copy of something else. So that's always something that helps. If you do it that great and that grand with your own flair to it, then people are going to notice, and they're going to know that you did it. So I've really tried to use it as best as I possibly can to push me to what else is in there, what's deeper, what's more in there for me. If they're already copying this, then clearly I can move on to something greater and bigger. And I've always tasked myself to do that. And I like to surprise myself and surprise my audience. So if you're gonna copy something, let's see how far you can go through with it. And some things you want people to copy, so you put that stuff out there too. I've used so many different aspects of awareness, like HIV awareness, domestic violence awareness, and things like that that you put out there that you want people to start copying you and talk about and host discussions upon too. So I guess as you mature, you also learn how to use it to your advantage. Definitely I think and I don't want to say this because you're going to get upset as a human person. You're going to feel some type of way about people stealing your ideas and doing it in your face at that. But at the end of the day, there's really nothing that we can do about it but keep creating, keep being our true original selves. And like I said, it'll get shown. But during those really dark moments, I say, have that person that you can maybe vent to, let that out to. That definitely helps someone that you can kind of just rationale with, and that's gonna make a big difference as well. So, but at the end of the day, keep going, because can't nobody do what you do. I mean, just think about McDonald's Big Mac sauce, for instance, has its own unique flavor, and you may try it at home, but it's not going to be the exact same thing. People are going for that. That's proven to be the sauce. So use it to your advantage. Charge it to the game that you can. That there's more of you. There's so much more to develop, to bring out. So much more originality. It's your swag. Can't nobody carry it like you. And those people, they can only take it so far, because when you're copying somebody, they can only take it so far. And then think about this: if they're copying you, they're always behind the trendsetter. That's why you're the trendsetter. So you have to take it in stride. But this came with maturity with me. I've been doing this for what will be 7 years this fall, and I definitely started with some rough patches, ready to go off on people and all of that. But like I said, it has made me a better person. It will make you a better person. And people that copy will have to continue to find people to copy, because they're not original and you are. So kudos to you. Well, this is, again, the designer DKG. Daniel Grier is my actual name, but I also go by the designer DKG. That's on social media as well, on Instagram and Twitter. But my brand is at Splash by DKG on all platforms, splashbydkg.com. And hopefully you got some good information from what I shared, and peace out.